We are talking hoops. Jordan Moore, John Jackson, and the Duke transfer in the house, now a Trojan, Derryck Thornton II. And DT, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
What's this year been like for you as you made that decision to transfer, come back home, and be a part of the Trojan family?
I mean, it's been great. Their staff and really the Trojan family has been great to me since I've been here so far. I grew up, not too far from here, so it's good to be home. Honestly, close to family and friends, and it's been really great so far.
When you're at Duke, and Duke obviously is a great program, and a lot of tradition, all the rest of it. Was there one driving force that said, "Look, I have to come back"? Was there something that drove you back to come here?
I mean, I think it was a few different things, but mostly it was just I really wanted to come home and be with family, be closer to home. I'm really close with my family, and I think that was a big thing. Being back here has been great, and being close to my father and my mother has been really good since I've been back, and I've learned a lot with our staff. We have a great staff at SC, and I've just learned a lot, and I've just been super grateful to be back home.
What have you learned about this program now that you're here full time than maybe you saw as a visitor?
I think the family aspect, our staff is like, I think I'm going to say that a lot, throughout this interview, but our staff is great, honestly, from top to bottom, to Coach Infield, all the way down, to Marty, pretty much the whole staff is just great. I really enjoy, every day. It's been it's really fun every day going through practice, and, even before and after, just kind of joking around and having fun and learning every day and just becoming a better man and a better, athlete. So it's been great.
Obviously, Coach Infield's style of play is one of the reasons I'm sure that you are excited to be a part of this system. Talk about your style of play. SC fans haven't seen you play. Is it, give us a little scouting report.
I really love to run, get up and down, really push the tempo, get in the paint, find my teammates and just kind of have fun when I'm playing, go out there, just cause havoc on defense, make as many plays as possible, and kind of have the up and down pace, just like Coach Infield loves to play. So I think I'll fit perfectly in with the style that Coach Infield has. You
are a transfer, so by rules you have to sit out this season. What's that been like for you? How do you take advantage of it and make the most of it when I'm sure the thing you like to do most right now is lace up those Nikes and go take on the Bruins?
Of course, as much as I want to be out there on the court playing tonight, I've learned so much, being off the court, just watching the game from a different perspective. I've always been playing all the time and playing on the court, so being able to sit on the sideline and kind of watch different things and help my teammates out when I see stuff and kind of become a better, a leader vocally, as far as, just saying stuff, encouraging my team through thick and thin. We've been having a great season so far, so it's been a great season. So, it's been great. Sitting out is definitely tough. I'm a competitor, so I want to be able to play and compete when we're maybe losing or even when we're winning, just to go out there and play. But I've learned so much, through practice, watch a lot of film with coaches, extra work with coaches, and kind of just becoming a better player overall.
With this year sitting out, obviously I'm sure that you have time to reflect on yourself, focus on your game and try to better certain parts of your game. If there's a priority on what part of your game you're trying to improve with this year layoff, let's call it, so to speak, what part of your game are you trying to improve?
It's hard to pinpoint one thing. There's a lot of things, that, I feel like I could get better on. No one's perfect, so a lot of things I feel like I get better on. Definitely working on my jump shot, just my consistency in my play, just being a vocal leader throughout, the whole game and throughout practice, and really trying to bring our team closer together all the time, just things like that. But there's a lot of things I feel like I could work on and to become a better player, because no one's ever a finished product. Everyone's always working to become a better player.
Did you ever play against Lonzo Ball in high school? Or AAU?
Some camps and stuff. So
what's the scouting report tonight? The best you can give us in terms of going up against this UCLA team, which obviously is fairly loaded with talent.
I would say, man, just pressure him. Cause havoc on the ball. Don't give him any open space. He's a good shooter from deep, so always stay attached. Never lose sight of him.
He's got that weird shot though, Derryck. Man, who taught him to shoot like that?
Man, I have no idea. It goes in, so I can't.
It does go in. That's the thing. You can't really mock it, but he shoots it from his left hip.
I can't complain, man. I think if we stay attached to him throughout the whole night and and really stay on him, I think we'll have a good job slowing him down. He's a great player, but I think we have great players as well, and I think we'll do a great job on him.
I mean, obviously this is your first year here, so you weren't around to, sort of witness the Trojan teams of the past. But as you can imagine, with the success they've had over the last couple of years, the confidence level has raised. What's the confidence level amongst this team tonight going against UCLA?
I think we're extremely confident. We've had a great season so far, and we're a great team. We have a lot of great players, so I think we're extremely confident. UCLA is also a very good team, so we can't underestimate. And they're ranked very high, and they've done a great job throughout the year. But I think we're fine. I think if we stick to our game plan, listen to our coaches, I think we'll be really good.
All right, man. We are looking forward to watching you on the court next year.
Yeah, not sitting with us.
Well, you can sit with us and preview next season. But you're going to be nervous sitting there tonight? What do you like when you're sitting there and you can't play? You like that parent that says it's harder to watch than it is to play?
No, man. I'm so hyped up. I'm jumping up and down, screaming. I'm so happy. Obviously, I wish I could be out there, but I'm having just as much fun as anyone on the court as well. I'm so happy for my team. They've been doing so well so far. So I'm just kind of trying to encourage them as much as possible and be happy for the things they do.
Hopefully the night ends with a court storming.
Of course.
But don't get hurt.
I know. I cannot.
Don't get hurt in the celebration.
I'm going to be celebrating, but I'm going to be careful about that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of work to do for the Trojans to get to that point, but hopefully it is a special night inside the Galen Center. And, hey, you can come to other games. You don't just have to come to the UCLA game. USCTrojans.com/tickets for USC basketball tickets all season long. Big games coming up this season. Oregon still yet to come to town, so that'll be another massive one at the Galen Center. But thank you to Derryck Thornton.
Thank you so much for
a bright future here at USC. Coming back with more on Trojans Live.